Welcome everyone to Bears Franchise. We are going to be starting in the playoffs just so all the picks will be set. I think it'll be more fun that way. We can start off in technically next year's draft. We are going to keep Matt Eberflus as the coach for right now. We're going to be playing every game, all Madden, 8-minute quarters. Obviously we are not in the playoffs, but when you look at the team, the biggest question mark we have is, we keep Justin Fields or not? And in all honesty, it's a tough choice. I don't know. I mean, we have the number one overall pick. Do we take Caleb Williams, or do we decide to stay with him for another year, trade back? Well, let's send him to the Super Bowl. Let's send him to the Super Bowl and see who wins. To wrap up the year, Dak Prescott, what a surprise, won MVP. Dan Campbell, go Lions, won Coach of the Year. Another huge shocker, CeeDee Lamb won Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year is TJ Watt. Won Rookie of the Year. Tyreek Stevenson. Bears won Defensive Rookie of the Year. When I look at this roster, it's not awful, but it's not great. Line definitely needs some help. Pretty much everywhere. Some receivers. The tight end solid. Bobby Tunyon's not great, but backup. Wilcomet's solid. His defense, the secondary's good. Linebacker core is solid. Could use another outside linebacker, but this D-line, outside of Montez Sweat, is really bad. A lot of holes that go in the draft. Alright, so we already lost Jalen Johnson. Start. We have cap room. I'm going to franchise tag him. I don't think that's going to hurt us too bad. We'll accept the option on Fields, but that doesn't mean we're keeping. We do need receivers. He's young. He's got star. Not overly young, but we'll give him a neutral offer and see what he says. Alright, he's gone too. Bring back some of these guys just for depth. Alright, that's all I really wanted to, that was all. Those were all the guys I feel like we needed to bring back. If we need to make any changes, we can just bring them back in free agency, but I think we're good for re-signing players. Now let's see what else we can use. Wouldn't hurt to sign some offensive linemen. Another, probably draft a receiver, but we have a wide receiver 3. Now we definitely need to draft some edge rushers and a D tackle. Don't mind the secondary. The secondary could sit for a while. We're going to throw an offer on T. Higgins. Throw an offer on Michael Pierce. It's definitely not the future, but we need D tackle help. It's a 1-year offer. So T. Higgins went back. Michael Pierce went to the Bengals. Alright, so those two completely shot. Alright, well I guess we got oh, that was kind of a bust, so I guess let's go to free agency 2. I'm going to throw an offer in on Connor Williams. Hopefully we can bring him in at least the next 2 years. I'm going to throw an offer down for DPJ. He really is young. I always think he's way older than he is, but he's only 25 and he's star development. I'll throw an offer down for Daquan Jones. Definitely not a long-term solution, but any help we can get at 95. So we did not get Daquan Jones, but guess we can go for Maurice Hurst. Go player friendly. This will be the rest of our cap pretty much. I mean, we still have more, but there's just not as many guys as I want. We were able to get Connor Williams, and we were able to get Maurice Hurst. So some line help. No long-term solutions, but just something to help out while we bridge this team. We're not awful. There's potential, but there's a lot of holes to fill still. I think we'll be done with free agency at this point. It's not a ton of guys I really think we need. So it's hard to make this decision because we could get Caleb Williams, but at the same time, with how bad I know Madden's draft reasoning is, he could still be here at 3. Get a future for it. We're gonna do it. Alright, let's see what we can do for Justin Fields. See if anybody has any interest in him. I mean, if there's a team that I think should go and try and get Fields, it'd be the Falcons. I mean, they need a quarterback. It's just not overly valuable to them. What would we want from them? They'd be willing to give up Drake London? Alright, so I feel like this is fair for Fields, because he is hit or miss, but like we desperately needed another young receiver that we can develop. Drake London, without Arthur Smith, I think could be a really good weapon for us. So with that trade, who do we take at quarterback? There's a lot of options. Could go Drake May. Let's look. Drake May, JJ McCarthy. All these guys look great. For Penix, as low as Penix, I wouldn't mind taking, but let's look at him. Good speed, elite throw power, elite strength. It's between, in my eyes, it's between JJ, Drake May. Now, I am a Michigan State fan, so I do not like JJ McCarthy, but yeah, I just don't think. I mean, Madden is different. I don't think he's going to translate in the NFL in real life, but I still think I got to go Drake May in this situation. Okay.
The Washington
That is not Drake May.
The Washington Commanders are now on the clock.
I don't know who that is, but that is not Drake May. Alright, what do we need edge rushers. Still around. Ooh, we can get a tackle right. At this moment, I'm between Justice Hancock out of Florida, George out of Texas Tech. I don't know. Justice Hancock looks a lot more like a risk. Or his physical's like. He's not fast. Alright, looks like I gotta learn how to say this guy's name, because I mean, as long as his physicals check out, I think I'm gonna need to take him. Great speed, great strength. This guy looks like the right pick. Normal development. Fuck the Bills. Alright, I mean, trade up a ton, but we're able to get the second to last pick in the second round. I don't know if any of the D tackles that I want will still be there, but this dude does not look bad. Let's see his physical. Only decent speed, strength. Elite acceleration. Tackle could be okay. Step power looks good. Power moves is good. This guy looks like he could be really good. Well, let's draft him. Damn, another normal
The
development.
49ers.
Mona Adams could be good. What are his physicals like? He's 5'11", he better be fast. Decent speed at 5'11" is just not good enough. This guy looks insane. I know he just drafted a center. I know he doesn't have great strength, but A, awareness, A, impact block, B, pass block, A, run block. I feel like we have to draft this guy. Normal development, but this dude could be good. I mean, he's huge. Elite strength, solid speed. I mean, playing the draft, why not take a risk? This is
The
97
Philadelphia
strength.
Eagles on
sick.
the Philly.
Shane Perry does not look bad. This looks mid, and all. Well, we'll come back to him. Definitely, we do need offensive linemen, but let's go. Their next pick. Do we have any chance to get him later? Draft's already bad. So what if it gets worse? Oh, jeez, another rumble. It's like a Julian Gentry. He does not look bad. It's his physicals. They're just awful. I mean, I get we're late in the draft, but stats look so much better than the physicals. Maybe we can scoop him as a UDFA. Anybody have a good release? 6'3", 27, solid speed, good jumping. Let's go for it. And 90 speed at 6'3" isn't bad. This could be a disaster draft. Alright, moment of truth. Let's see. They're not awful. Drake May, I mean, pretty much expected that he would be good. George Jaramillo does not look bad. And Daryl Falk is just, thought he'd be so much better. Center is not bad. D tackle's not awful. Left guarders. These last two are not great. I don't know, not an awful draft, not a great draft. I mean, Drake May's already a better overall than Fields. Alright, let's take a final look at the roster after free agency and after the draft. I mean, this Drake London pickup was huge considering that wide receiver we drafted did not look great. And we already got a new starting center, which isn't awful. And I think these D tackles, I think our draft picks can work themselves in. Jaramillo is already starting. Not realize how bad our left outside linebacker was. Oh, I don't hate the team. I definitely see room for improvement, but I think some of these guys could really end up doing well. Alright, that'll wrap up this first episode of Bears Franchise. Hope you all enjoyed. Peace.